From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Here comes the All-Pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish a ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Kamara trying again. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, Charles, certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3. But it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mahomes going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. 2nd and short now following the fumble. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Chiefs at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Travis Kelce from 21 yards away. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Carr, his throw incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing his car on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
This is fielded at the 27. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On 2nd down, here's Carr.
Into the hands of Perry, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. On 1st down, Carr. That one complete to Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Here's Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Carr now to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris.
And the Saints are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
Eluding the pressure right.
That is caught downfield. It's Worthy.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And Xavier Worthy,
as the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. Brought down by Willie Gay.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
They'll set up a throw.
He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he will have a Chiefs first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again.
That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They run it again with Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
The Carr's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Carr going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and they will remain well behind.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Pickens on the slant. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Carr, got to have this one.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now. And all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Carr able to locate his running back, Kamara.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
And how many times have we seen a pass rush like that from Chris Jones, just creating rubble as he gets back to the quarterback? 4 consecutive All-Pro nods. He's looking for his 5th this season.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The offense on third down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Carr. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Carr going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. Touchdown! Xavier Worthy. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do, because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort, really well executed. Congratulations to them.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Carr. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterward.
Mahomes hit, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now 2nd and 9. Again, it's Kamara. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Blake Grupe now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Rolling to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Able to locate his running back open downfield. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down, sliding out of the pocket. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears in 1943, then by Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 54, and now that mark equaled here in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the Chiefs, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home